Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to simulate our entire F1 career on F1 2025 or F1 25. Don't need the 20, but please please subscribe. I'm ragging it to 1k, so yeah, like, subscribe, and let's see season after season how we get on. Can we win a world championship? Let's see. Right, so our debutant team, we've chosen Haas. We're at the back, we've got that Toyota support, but I'm hoping to just get my foot in the door. Good first season, score a couple of points. We're not going to get anywhere, we're not going to trouble the podium, but we'll jump very quickly to the end of season one. I'm not going to bore you with nothing in the middle, because it's probably going to be a fairly long video anyway. But let's see how we did in our first season, and it was decent, 81 points. Max Verstappen wins yet another world championship with Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri behind him. That's a considerable way behind him, actually. And Leclerc and Hamilton there with a strong-ish season, but I'm pleased with ours. 81 points. We beat the both Williams. We beat Kimi Antonelli on just 41 points. McLaren won the Constructors' Championship ahead of Ferrari, and Red Bull finishing up in third. Our teammate Ollie Behrman didn't score any points, and I'll be honest with you, I think I got a podium. We'll have a look at the season results in a second, but I think I got a podium. So we'll have a little look. But yeah, big names. Snowdog scored over 100 points. So it not too bad, but that Antonelli performance was an absolute shocker. How has he managed to do such a stinker there? But look at that run of form from Max. Really only, apart from in the final round of the season when he finished 8th, that's his lowest. He hadn't finished off the podium apart from his DNF in Belgium. But yeah, if we look at ours, we finished in P3 in Austria. Do not know how we pulled that off. But yeah, we're already a podium winner in our first season in the sport. Absolutely top notch. No other real noticeable results. I mean, Sonoda had no podiums, bless him. Right, you join us at the start of season 2 now. We've joined Aston Martin, a brand new team for us. But first, we're going to have a look at the news. Driver moves. Esteban Ocon has gone to Ferrari to replace a retiring Hamilton. We have, of course, gone to Aston Martin to replace Stroll, who has sacked it off. And Colapinto has signed to Haas, replacing us. End of the second season now, I should say. Where have we come? Have we got a race win under our belts yet? 2 seasons in. Before we look at teams, head here. Charles Leclerc is the world champion, ahead of Lando Norris, again finishing second place. And Max has come down in third, level on points with Norris, I should say. We had a good season, finished 4th, not that far off second and third. Bit of a way off Leclerc, but actually P4 ahead. We split the McLarens, which is diabolical from Piastri, showing some of that in-season form in real life in the game here. Absolutely trounced our teammate Fernando. Once again, Antonelli only on 29 points in a Mercedes. That is poor. That is shocking. Ollie Behrman, again, no points from the man. Will he ever score points? Well, we'll keep an eye. McLaren, of course, World Constructors' Championships champion ahead of Ferrari. We finished in third in Aston Martin. Decent stuff. And Ocon didn't have a great season. 71 points, and his teammate won the championship. Look at that, was a apart from his British Grand Prix result, it was 6th. And his DNF in Qatar. Look at that, that's a decent run. Petered off a bit towards the end, actually. Finished second in Belgium, and then just didn't really get I finished second in Vegas. But it petered off towards the end, so it could have been a lot worse for the rest of the field. But yeah, as you can see, we didn't win a Grand Prix. And did really have a couple of second places, though. and a few fastest laps. So the 3 DNFs for Piastri probably cost him 4th in the standings. But before we head to the end of season 3, new moves. Piastri has gone to Aston Martin. Ocon has moved to Aston Martin. We have gone to McLaren to replace Piastri, and Stroll has signed for Ferrari replacing Ocon. Okay, well, whatever the heart wants, what the heart wants. He's had a year out, and he got a Ferrari drive. Diabolical behaviour. Crikey. Anyway, we have signed with McLaren. That's done straight to the end of season 3 here. Look, we are at McLaren. We needed it, and we are the world champions. At the first time in McLaren, Lando Norris coming second again. His wife must be over the moon with him. Max coming third. He just weren't feeling it this year. Couldn't step to me. Nearly 100 points ahead of the next car. But Behrman still hasn't scored no ruddy points. Stroll 9 points. Stroll 9 points. You were outscored by the APX GP people. Man, like Sonny Hayes has 1,002, and Leclerc couldn't hold the throne. He got 199 points, but great season for the Williams boys. There, look at this run. I ruined it in Belgium, 6th. But without Belgium, I'd have it on. That was a Schumacher 02 run. That was outrageous. 2 DNFs probably cost Lando the championship because it wasn't actually a huge margin in the end. But yeah, the 2 DNFs in Canada and Austria probably cost the man a chance at the World Championship, but that does not bother me one iota. He had a generational run after his DNF though. Look at that. He won the final 4 Grand Prix. We only needed 2nd in the final race, really, to win the World Championship. Decent stuff. Driver moves ahead of season 4. Pierre Gasly's replacing Verstappen, who's retired. Hulkenberg's going to Alpine to replace Gasly. Maloney to replace Doohan. Paul Aaron has replaced Hulkenberg at Sauber, and Martin has gone to Kick Sauber to replace Bortoletto. Come on now, with season 5. We are halfway through. I know we're not with season 4. Mike, ignore me completely. Season 4, we're nearly halfway through. What the hell has happened? I can't even speak. I'm like Wayne Mardle. Alex Albon has won the World Championship. We had an absolute shocker because I wasn't developing the car towards the end of season 3, so we had to get caught out a little bit with the old rule change. But Williams have won the Constructors' Championship, their first Drivers' Championship since Jacques Villeneuve in 1997, and he beat Charles Leclerc. It wasn't even close. Carlos Sainz couldn't lace his teammates' boots in season 4. Antonelli with a little bit of a better season. He's not really... Well, he's not that bad. That's his best season so far, but Norris finished ahead of us by 4 points. Doesn't really matter too much. We progressed really well with the R&D towards the end of the season, so we should be backing up and running again for season 5. Ollie Behrman still hasn't scored points. Lance Stroll didn't get a single point. He didn't touch the points. He weren't anywhere near 10th. Right, he was outscored by Franco Colapinto in a Haas, who has brought... Jeez. But anyway, but no idea what happened there. That was a poor bit of editing. But look at that run. Look at the first 6 Grand Prix. He ran away with it. A few 4ths, he was feeling brave. 2nd place, and he 7th. He won again in Azerbaijan, and it kind of petered out a little bit. He got 2nd place in the end. Russell won the final round of the season. We did get a podium in the final round, which shows the development of the car is going in the right direction. Right, so all is good. Red Bull boys had an okay season, but they're going to struggle without Max carrying the team. But I'm fairly confident. But driver moves ahead of season 5. Bortoletto has gone to Mercedes to replace Antonelli. Antonelli doesn't have a drive for season 5, but Doohan has gone to Alpine, back to Alpine to replace Nico Hulkenberg. Right, we're ready for season 5 now. Are we back in the top firm? Are we back at the front of the grid? Yes, we are. A 2-time world champion. Norris 2nd again, of course he is. Norris, yeah, it was close. It was closer this time, though. It went to the final round. Ollie Behrman has got 23 points. Lance Stroll has only got 14. Jeez, 14. No, he hasn't. He's got 11. I was looking at it wrong. Again, Joshua Pearce has Sonny Hayes, 54 points in the top 10. Albon's tyre defence was an absolute shocker, by the way. Absolute stinker. Bortoletto didn't have a great season in that first year at Mercedes, but look at this. Look at this. We didn't come off the podium. Oh, we did, Monaco. We finished 4th. We finished 4th in Monaco. But it's the DNF again. He's retired in Azerbaijan, and that's what won us the championship. 2-time world champion. Leclerc hasn't really had a sniff since he won his in season 2. Carlos Sainz still has not won a Grand Prix in the whole entire 5 years we've been doing this. But I'm pleased for Behrman, my first teammate. He getting points on the board. He didn't score his first points till Netherlands, but he had a good end to the season. That 4th did wonders. But we're looking at the start of season 6 now. And I don't think I looked at driver moves, and I can't remember if there was any. But we've left the championship team. We've joined Ferrari. We've gone to the end of the season immediately. Have we done well at Ferrari in our first season though? No, we have 3rd place, but Lando Norris is finally a world champion. He beat his new teammate Antonelli, who'd sacked Mercedes off, and has gone to the championship winners McLaren. But we beat Charles Leclerc in our first season, so I take that as a win. Anything else to write home about? Not really. Albon has not really done anything since his world championship. Behrman scoring more points than he did last season, which is big for him. I swear Racing Bulls haven't done anything since like season 2. Decent stuff. APXGP, they score okay. Not too bad. We did... how many wins did we get? 2 wins in our first season at Ferrari, so I'll take it. But Norris, he desecrated inside, to be honest with you. 4th at Saudi was his worst. No, Japan was finished 6th. That was his worst result. Antonelli got a cut. He dominated the end of the season, really. Couldn't pull it back too much, though. Norris had done all the hard work early doors. But let's go to the start of season 6. I can't remember if I did driver moves again. We're going to have a look. I might have forgotten. There was a lot of... This took ages, so please like and subscribe. We're in season 7 now. I don't look at driver moves again. I apologise, but we're going to jump to the end. Lando Norris is a 2-time world champion. We have finished in P2. Couldn't quite get over the line. He's actually monstered us a bit. The form Antonelli showed at the end of last season did not transpire into this season. He dropped down a 3rd. Piastri had a great season in 4th. Leclerc in 5th. He just cannot get going. His arse is getting old. Albon is getting further and further down. Visa Cash App have scored absolutely no points again. Sauber and Leclerc with 2 points total. Behrman's dropped down a bit, 4 points. I'm not happy with that. I'm not pleased with that, Behrman, although you are very loyal to Haas. But if you notice the point changes, they're not as high as they were previously. I do drop it down to 16 for most of it, and then I drop it down to 10 for this one, because oh my lord have mercy, did this take ages. But we did win the first round of the season, and then P2 I thought we've got this sewn, and then it kind of petered out a little bit. I don't know why there's no results for Bahrain, but yeah, it didn't work for us. We were consistent, but hang on, this doesn't really look like we've done much worse. How have we ended up so far behind? What are these Bahrain getting deleted? Hey, the FIA are on me. They don't like me. I called him a prick. Right, but anyway, Ocon actually is now at Aston Martin. He's dying around the old firms, isn't he? Ferrari for season 8, I think it's 8. They didn't offer me a new deal. But yeah, we'll join Red Bull. I weren't my first choice. I didn't tell him that though. Christian Horner's not there anymore. He did try and flirt with my wife, but we've let it slide. Bortoletto has gone to Ferrari's replaced us. Tsunoda has gone to Mercedes. Big move for him. And we've replaced Tsunoda at Red Bull. So Pierre Gasly is our teammate for season 8. But we've jumped to the end. Have we had a good one? They weren't in a great place, Red Bull, to be honest with you. When I joined the team, they were in disarray, but I finished P4. Antonelli has won the World Championship, his first. McLaren back on top again. Actually, they've been on top a lot, actually. Any big hitters? Bortoletto had a decent seat. Well, I suppose he scored fairly similar amount to Leclerc, who is declining massively. Our teammate Gasly did nothing to help us in a constructors battle. We did beat Ferrari in it. So I tell you what, the Williams drop-off needs to be studied. Actually, I suppose that's quite like the one in real life from 97 onwards. No, well, 98 onwards, I should say. But yeah, this is how the season played out. Obviously, still doing the 10 rounds. We did win the final 2 races, so we've got this car in peak performance. So we're a race winner with Red Bull. Norris why do you say that? It's the 11th in Vegas, probably. Yeah, probably did cost. Yeah, 11th cost him the title, I would say, because he went on an outrageous run. But driver moves for the final season. Is it the final season? Anyway, driver moves next season. Marty has gone to. I didn't even see that, but it doesn't matter. Does not matter. We're looking for. It was season 9. We're going to season 9 now. Still at Red Bull. We're looking for our 3rd World Championship, and we have got our 3rd World Championship. We have beat George Russell to the championship. Antonelli finishing 3rd. The decline of Norris is starting. He's down in 7th place. Gasly, shocking actually if you look at my points total, but better than it has been. So we win Red Bull's 1st championship since Verstappen in season 1. It's been a long old time. It's been a long old time. Oscar Piastri is still holding it strong at Aston Martin, but he just scraped into the top 10 and he's scoring 2 more points than Joshua Pierce. Yeah, didn't finish Saudi. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but we didn't finish lower than 2nd, and we could have had a clean sweep, really. Didn't win the home Grand Prix, a little bit disappointing. Azerbaijan, bit of a stinker, but I'm happy with that. No big results to shout about. Gasly did get a fair few podiums early on, right? And then threw it all away. If he weren't on a podium, he was nowhere. Diabolical. Look at Piastri, just didn't score, did he? How are you getting 4 DNFs? 6. Jeez. But it's the final season. You may be able to see in the distance. We're slagging it up one more time. We are switching teams. We have gone to Mercedes. Over there, you can see me in the distance, but we've gone to Mercedes to beat Russell. But the start of the season, Crawford has gone to Aston Martin to replace Ocon. Norris has left McLaren after a heck of a long time to replace us at Red Bull. Tsunoda's gone to McLaren to replace Norris. For somebody who hasn't won a race yet, I've spent a lot of time in top teams. We've got a Mercedes to replace Tsunoda. Has it made us a 4-time world champion? End on a high in this career mode. We're going to find out. Are we a 4-time champion of the world? We've got some warm components. Now, we do have a bit of an issue. We did win the World Championship, so we are a 4-time world champion. However, the video clip that I recorded to show you like the season results, championship standings, it just does not load, right? And I didn't have time before I assumed it was all fine, so I deleted all the footage of it once it was been downloaded and all that. I know what I'm doing, but we did win the World Championship. Sorry that we didn't get to see the final standings. Russell came 2nd, that much I know, so we did win the Constructors' Championship. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe. This took fucking age, right? This took an absolute age, so please like, please subscribe, and I shall see you next time for something different, alright?